Good morning. I know that I said that I was going to make a couple videos over the past week, but I just didn't get around to it, and there really wasn't a reason to. So, and that's fine. Every day that Stephanie isn't on YouTube is a day I feel like is closer to her getting her life back together. So as you can see, there have been no videos, no lives, and there's still the same community post. It says 5 days ago. Today, when I'm filming this, is Wednesday. I believe this post was last Thursday, so technically that would be 6 days ago. YouTube is a little weird like that, but I figured I would just read it aloud. I know that somebody had just recently, yesterday, copied and pasted this into the bakery. But yeah, I just figured I would read it aloud, and I might, insert my own commentary throughout. Okay, it's just going to be a couple minutes. She says, last week on Thursday, I believe it was Thursday. Hi friends, I have been busy. I am so glad that I have taken responsibility and sought treatment for my alcoholism and depression. So she's very proud of herself already, which is good. I don't think that anyone but a couple of friends knew that I was worried that I would have taken my own life. I think we all knew that that could have been something. She was literally putting herself in harm's way often, not just by getting behind the wheel of the car, inebriated, but we'll get into it. Even some of my friends didn't know how grave my situation has become. That's delusion. We all knew. I think that her YouTube channel actually knew more about what was going on than her family and friends did, because she wasn't picking up the phone and talking to them when she was in this delirious state. She was picking up the phone and filming for the whole world to see, which is really damaged behavior, in my opinion. My program allows me to use the phone, but I have chosen not to. I would have said that's bullshit. When I was first reading this the day after she posted it, because I didn't see it immediately because I have a life, I thought that was bullshit, because I think what she said was the first week you don't get the phone at all, and then the second week you get like an hour a day or 2 hours a day. So if that's the case, if what she had said is true, which is always a 50-50 with Stephanie, then she is choosing to stay off the internet. But she wasn't off the internet she wasn't just on this day. She stayed on for a couple of days to moderate the comments. I have chosen to stay off social media. My drinking problem has haunted my life, and as a progressive disease does, it progressed. Yes, I agree with that. It has been my struggle, but I learned that few are successful getting sober alone. I've tried many times. All truth. Yet, it was the online bullying that made me contemplate taking my life. Really? You mean the thing that you could just not do at any given time, in other words, not pick up your phone, that was causing you to contemplate taking your own life? No. Let's take a step back and look at the big picture on that. Yes, I'm sitting here on my sofa and I've got my phone in my hand. All I have to do is press the power button, and that goes away. Her job wasn't even on her cell phone. Her job was on a computer that was dedicated to her job. So it's not like all she had to do was turn off the notifications and she wouldn't have been interrupted by life. It was her brain that was interrupting her life anyway. Could no one see the hurt and hopelessness in my life? Yes, we all saw it, and we were all raising the red flags and saying, bitch, your behavior is problematic. Anyway, they ignored it and made it about them and hurting me for past actions. So does that have to do with my video of my commentary on her Lori Beth parody? Probably, because she kind of says it right then and there. Even though I posted that after she was already in rehab, supposedly. Anyway, I feel fortunate that when I reach for help, that there are systems in place to prevent us from self-harm. I'm not afraid to say self-harm, whatever. I'm not monetized. So anyway, I am discussing with the clinic, work, and insurance about extending my stay to 46 days. Great. I need to be stable before the real benefits of treatment and therapy could sink in. That's true. Thank you to everyone who has personally supported me, reached out, and noticed my struggle and depression. At this time, I am taking in therapy. I am talking in therapy about never returning to YouTube and certainly not checking to see the hateful comments and videos made about me. So that's a lie. I do think that she's talking about it in therapy, but there's, as of 2 or 3 days ago, there was no way that she wasn't checking in because we have proof. Somebody has posted publicly in the comment section of one of my social media posts, either on the bakery or on YouTube, that they did post something. This is somebody who has been in this LL428 universe for quite some time. And she said that she did comment something, and it wasn't even directly hateful comment. It was just an observing kind of comment, and it was deleted. I wish we had screenshots, but I'm going to believe her, the person that said that their comment was deleted, because I'm not needing receipts like that. That's just typical Stephanie behavior. Anyway, I believe that I won't stay stable and well if I return. This is true. I am safe. I am taking actions to save my life and Maxie's, as she was part of my self-harm plan. Okay, bitch. Right then and there, you're never going to be able to come back to YouTube after putting that out there. Never. And I think it was Jeez Louise from the Gossip Bakery who copied this and pasted it for for history purposes. Okay. And I also have screenshots of all this. She will never be able to recover from that statement being put out onto the internet. Never. She is now in the category of animal abusers. 100%, as if she wasn't before. She is also in a safe place with people that have known and loved me for 10 years. Just 10 years? So that means a subscriber took her, right? Because she's been on YouTube for 10 years and she loves to say 10 years. So I think a subscriber took her. And that's fine. I don't need to know where the fucking dog is. I just need to know that the dog is safe. They have taken care of Katie, Maxie, and they have supported me with the biggest gift. I had tears of joy and disbelief in their understanding and generosity. I never dreamed that I deserved love and support outside of my dad and stepmom/step monster. That's mature. I am not only off antabuse and alcohol, I have also been detoxed of Ritalin and Xanax. I will reach out to my friends individually sooner or later. Not that she needs to report into us, but she told us that she took Xanax once the first week of May, and then she admitted the first week of April, and then in the first week of May, she admitted that she was taking it. I think she was just taking it for weight loss purposes. But she's also just generally an addict of anything. So let's go back to this, her life and Maxie's life and part of her self-harm plan. If you really think about it, she might have been trying to commit suicide that first week of April when she went off the deep end. The Easter weekend, the Good Friday, I missed my plane. I took handfuls of every medication in the house. I even took Maxie's medication. Is it possible that she tried to overdose and she tried to overdose the dog as well? Has anybody ever thought of that? I haven't seen anybody really post that out on the internet, but I mean, if you read between the lines, that could have been the case. It might not have been that she and the dog drive into some fiery pit of despair or something like that. It might not have been that she and the dog fall asleep with the gas on the stove and they both get carbon monoxide poisoning. Listen, am I giving her these ideas? Am I telling her to do these things? Absolutely not. But it's very possible that she tried to drug that dog into death. And herself at the same time. I just think that all she had to do was ask for help. And then she did, so it's okay. Whatever. I don't want to talk myself into a spiral. I will avoid the shameful haters that believe that I will fail. I can only take each day at a time, protect my mental health, and avoid the triggering sick people on YouTube that don't realize when I said that people intentionally try to hurt me or kill. I don't remember ever seeing anything in her comment section that somebody was trying to hurt her. And she probably thinks that I'm doing that. Okay, whatever. That's her delusion, not mine. It was very close. I am at a dual diagnosis center because oftentimes alcoholics have trauma, depression, genetic dispositions, and continue to relapse to protect themselves from others or the reality of how much it hurts when one has had the will to live. I'm taking the time to get healthy and put myself first. I doubt that most of you will ever hear a peep out of me again. Okay, I doubt that that's a true statement. But I kind of hope so, but not. Listen, I'm conflicted here because Stephanie was fucking entertaining, but in a toxic way that if it went away, that's okay. I'm rhyming. I'm writing lyrics over here. So it is I go back and forth with, do I want her to come back and be a mess? Do I want her to come back and be healthy? 100%. I would love to not be sitting here making this video an hour and a half before I have to leave for work. But you know what? And I could just put down the phone. But listen, I have an hour and a half before I have to leave for work. I'm only sharing so people hear what they choose to ignore. So in other words, I could just stop watching your channel because I don't like what you're doing. But yet I'm still watching. So you're sharing to me, even though I don't want to hear it. Isn't that kind of the same thing? I don't want to continue living in fear, but take steps to surround myself with people who love and respect me. I think that she thinks that I was going to or somebody was going to come to her house. Remember when she called the cops? Because somebody was parked in her driveway? Anyway, I'm very glad that I had a wellness check. She did have a wellness check, right? And then the cops came and they were talking. Am I mixing her up with an episode of House? I don't remember. My mental health was so bad that people worried and fortunately confronted me before my thoughts became actions. My brother took his life. I can only imagine how he felt now that I've experienced it myself, and I wanted what he had. That's pretty sick. Peace and love to all of you, and members are welcome to cancel their memberships. I think that she said that she only had one. I appreciated the support if it wasn't malicious. This is a horrible app with deadly intentions, but there you are talking into it. Because this is probably talk to text and then whatever. I may live so much happier surrounding myself with people who love me and care for me, recognizing that I am not seeing myself as a victim of my alcoholic disease and recognizing that halfway decent people would push the limits so far. Let's read that again. Recognizing that I am not seeing myself as a victim of my alcoholic disease and recognizing that halfway decent people would push the limits so far. The first half of that sentence makes sense. So she's not seeing herself as a victim. So she was seeing herself as a victim, but now she's not. But then recognizing that halfway decent people would push the limits so far, I don't know what that half means. They should all get therapy too. Okay, thanks. Thanks for telling me that. I needed you, the damaged alcoholic, suicidal person, to tell me that I need therapy. And dig deep to find out why you love to live and spread hate. For them, I will not take responsibility. Nobody asked you to. Nobody has to take responsibility for me. But me. Some of you, it's not goodbye, but see you later, hopefully. So she does want to come back. Even if she closed down this channel and opened up a new one, it would be the same thing. I'm being monitored closely by a large staff, watching for any signs that I am sliding backwards. My goal is to have a happy life, and this isn't a happy place for me anymore. Okay. So for some reason, as you can see down here, it says Charlotte Spirit 2.56K subscribers. I'm not sure why. But then up here, it says Charlotte Spirit 2.79K subscribers. I'm just not sure why it says that. Now, the comments. She has not answered a comment in days. She hasn't hearted or liked a comment in days. If you sort and put the newest first. Barbara Casenza 9426 wrote just one day ago. And it has not been hearted by Stephanie, but it was liked by somebody, liked by 3 people, liked by 1 person. But you see, this is when she went offline. She was online the day that she posted this, and then she was online and moderating the day after. But then nothing. So, but only the good stuff is here. So it's possible that she's deleting the bad comments and then specifically not hearting, or she liked it, but she didn't heart it so that we can all see that she was active. Because maybe she's finally waking up. She's coming out of the stupor and she's realizing how YouTube works. So I'm not going to read through all the comments because they're all good. And there are none that are criticizing the fact that she threatened to kill her dog twice in this post. Really? You really think that people believe that not one person is going to mention that? Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. That's all I got. Bye.